Hello. I imagine you've tried everything to make money, and it seems like you're stuck in an invisible barrier, where the first $10,000 seems impossible to achieve. What if I told you that once you break this barrier, the path to $100,000 becomes much simpler and more direct? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens, how to overcome this initial phase that so many give up on, and I'm going to share some practical strategies that you can start applying today to get there. Stay with me, because what you'll learn here could be the difference between continuing to struggle or finally starting to thrive. You can support me in producing more content like this just by subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. If you can, leave a comment from the city where you are watching this video. First, let's understand why making your first $10,000 is so challenging. When you start from scratch, everything is new, from the strategies you choose to implement to the tools you use to execute those strategies. But perhaps the most important aspect, and at the same time most underestimated, is the mindset you need to develop. Truth is, when starting any venture or investment, you are entering uncharted territory. At this stage, you are literally building the foundations of your future success. And this requires not only hard work, but also a constant combination of learning and adaptation. Each day brings new challenges and requires you to be able to quickly adjust to changes and solve problems efficiently. Imagine you are trying to push a car that has stopped up a steep hill. First, you need to apply tremendous force to overcome inertia. This initial effort is heavy, exhausting, and often discouraging because the results seem insignificant compared to the work you are putting in. But this initial phase is crucial. This is where you set the foundation for your business or investment, and every small step forward, although it may seem insignificant, is actually building the foundation for faster growth in the future. Once the car starts moving, even slowly, you realize that the amount of force needed to keep it moving is much less. The same happens with your business. As soon as you gain traction, everything starts to flow more naturally, and results become more consistent. One of the most effective strategies to reach those first $10,000 is to focus on a market niche that is still little explored, but has a growing demand. Finding a niche is like discovering a small stream in the middle of a dense forest. You don't have to compete with large rivers, but you can still extract great value from it. This requires careful research to identify specific problems that people are facing that have not yet been completely resolved. By offering a customized solution to these needs, you can position yourself as an expert or provider of specialized product. For example, if you have skills or knowledge in a specific area, you can offer highly focused consulting services, serving a clientele that is willing to pay a premium for solutions that directly address their problems. Another powerful strategy is to take advantage of digital platforms to sell products or services. The digital world offers a wide range of opportunities that can be accessed with a relatively low initial investment. E-commerce and affiliate marketing are clear examples of business models that allow you to start with limited resources and still have great return potential. By mastering online marketing tools such as paid advertising, search engine optimization, SEO, and social media strategies, you can reach the right audience efficiently and effectively. These channels not only increase your visibility, but also allow you to quickly scale what works without needing to proportionally increase your operational costs. The key here is to be agile and always be willing to adjust your tactic based on the results you get, learning from each campaign and continually optimizing your approaches to maximize your return on investment. Additionally, there is the issue of trust. At the beginning of any journey to wealth, confidence is one of the first internal barriers you need to overcome. It's common and even natural that at first you doubt yourself in the choices you've made. After all, when you're starting out, many of your decisions are based on hypotheses, assumptions, or faith things will work out. At this early stage, you still don't have concrete proof that your strategies will work, and this can create a deep sense of uncertainty. This uncertainty can manifest itself in many ways. It'd be the fear of failure, the constant worry that you are wasting time or money, or even the nagging doubt that you are capable of achieving your goals. These feelings are amplified by the fact that progress, at first, is usually slow and often barely noticeable. This is where many give up. The lack of immediate results can be disheartening, especially when you're putting in so much effort and energy without seeing a significant return. However, it is crucial to understand that this initial phase is an inevitable and extremely important part of the process. Here's the real secret. This period of uncertainty is where you will be forged as an entrepreneur or investor. This is when you will begin to learn what works and what doesn't, identify mistakes, and most importantly, develop the resilience necessary to keep going, even when things seem extremely difficult. Resilience is not just the ability to continue, but the ability to adapt, learn from challenges, and grow stronger with each obstacle overcome. Every mistake you make is a learning opportunity that brings you closer to success. Now, let's talk about what happens after you reach your first $10,000. From that point on, things start to change, and you will notice that the path becomes less steep. This is because, throughout your initial journey, you have already learned valuable lessons that many never discover. Each attempt, each failure, each small victory accumulated along the way contributed to forming a solid foundation of knowledge and experience. You've probably already found a business model or investment strategy that works for you, something that aligns with your skills, interests, and resources. What once seemed uncertain now becomes much clearer, and this clarity is what makes all the difference. This clarity, in turn, fuels confidence. With confidence comes a new mindset, a mindset of growth and possibilities. You begin to believe more in your capabilities and the potential of what you are building. This renewed confidence is fundamental because it not only eliminates the doubts that previously paralyzed you, but also brings with it boldness. Boldness to risk a little more, to explore new opportunities, to expand your horizons, and to challenge yourself to achieve even greater goals. When you trust in what you are doing and see tangible results, fear of moving forward diminishes, and you feel more encouraged to reinvest, innovate, and scale your business or investment. This is the time when growth really accelerates, as the combination of confidence, experience, and resilience creates a momentum that can take you to reach much higher heights than you initially imagined. Upon reaching $10,000, you'll be in a significantly stronger position than when you started, and this opens up a host of new possibilities. Further leverage your growth. One of the most effective strategies for scaling and reaching $100,000 is to reinvest a significant portion of your profits in marketing, an area that has the power to drastically increase the visibility and reach of your business. Marketing is not just a tool to attract more customers. It is the engine that drives continued growth. When done well, marketing can transform a local or small business into a recognized and respected brand in a much larger market. Expanding your online advertising campaigns is a natural step in this process. If you are already using platforms such as Google Ads, Facebook Ads, or Instagram Ads, now is the time to increase investment in these areas, exploring new audience segmentations and testing different ad formats. Increasing the reach of your campaigns does not just mean spending more money, but rather investing strategically, analyzing which channels bring the highest return on investment, and doubling your bet in these areas. Additionally, consider diversifying the type of content you create. More robust content, such as in-depth videos, webinars, and article or blog series, has the potential to attract a larger, more qualified audience who are willing to spend more because they see value in what you offer. Another strategy to increase the visibility of your business is to diversify sales channels. If you started out selling your products or services on a single channel, like your own website, now may be the time to expand to established marketplaces. Platforms like Amazon, eBay, or Etsy, for example, offer a ready-made customer base that is active and looking for products like yours. Entering marketplaces not only expands your reach, but also increases your brand's credibility by associating it with renowned platforms. Furthermore, creating your own application can be a big differentiator, especially if you're able to integrate features that provide a personalized experience for the user, increasing customer loyalty and conversion rate. Another crucial factor in scaling your business efficiently is process automation. When you started, chances are you were involved in every operational detail, that from order management, customer service. However, as your business grows, this approach becomes unsustainable. Automating processes that are already working well is a smart way to increase your capacity without necessarily increasing your operating costs by the same amount. For example, if you started with a small e-commerce, investing in sales and logistics automation systems can transform the way you manage your inventory, process orders, and make delivery. Tools like customer service chatbots, customer relationship management (CRM) software, and inventory management systems can free up your time and resources, allowing you to focus on strategic business growth. Another factor that facilitates the path to $100,000 is the concept of scalability. Scalability means you can significantly increase your revenue without costs growing at the same rate. For your first $10,000, you are probably very involved in every aspect of the process, from product creation, final sale. But once you pass this hurdle, your mindset begins to change. You start thinking about ways to scale what is already working, looking at your business from a broader, more strategic perspective. This can mean not only automating processes, as mentioned before, but also delegating tasks that can be performed by others. Delegating is an essential step to scaling because it allows you to free up your time to focus on strategic decisions and areas that have the greatest potential for growth. Additionally, scalability allows your efforts to start generating greater returns without you having to work proportionately more. Instead of continuing to invest your time in operational tasks, you start to focus on strategies that can multiply your results, such as developing new products, expanding into new markets, or strengthening your brand. With scalability, you are not only increasing your revenue, but you are also creating a business model that can grow exponentially without becoming unsustainable. This is what makes the path to $100,000 much more accessible and realistic. Because now, every action you take has the potential to significantly and sustainably multiply your earnings. It's also worth remembering that by reaching $10,000, you're not only reaching a financial milestone, but you're also unlocking a whole new range of resources and opportunities that may have previously seemed out of reach. It may seem like $10,000 is a modest amount, especially considering larger goals, but this amount is more significant than it seems. It symbolizes more than the money itself. It represents validation of your ideas, strategies, and most importantly, your hard work. With this validation, you gain confidence, but you also begin to realize that the market starts to see you in a different way. This amount opens doors to a series of new possibilities, such as better investments that previously might not have been within your reach. With $10,000, you have the ability to explore new avenues of growth, diversify your portfolio, and even invest in areas that offer higher returns, although they may have required greater initial capital. Furthermore, this initial achievement positions you more attractively to customers and investors. In the business world, success attracts success. When you have already managed to reach the first $10,000, this serves as a signal to the market that you are capable of transforming an idea into concrete results. This, in turn, increases your credibility and makes other people, whether customers, partners, or investors, start to see you and your business with different eyes. Potential customers tend to trust more companies that have already demonstrated success, which can lead to an increase in sales and consequently profits. Investors, in turn, are more willing to finance your next initiatives, as they see in you someone who has already overcome the initial challenges and who has the potential to scale even further. This attraction can manifest itself in the form of new partnerships, more networking opportunities, and even collaboration offers that can further accelerate your growth. This is the perfect time to leverage your position and accelerate your gains. With more resources at your disposal and a market that now trusts you more, time to be strategic. Leveraging your position means using the success you've already achieved as a springboard to even greater goals. You can, for example, reinvest your profits into areas of your business that are generating the greatest return. Or you can explore new lines of products or services, complement what you already offer. This is the point at which you can start thinking about scaling your business significantly, expanding into new markets, or increasing operational capacity without necessarily increasing costs proportionally. Leverage is the key to turning $10,000 into $100,000, and this requires informed and strategic decisions. Finally, it is important to highlight that the path to $100,000 is not only easier because you have already gone through the most difficult phase. It's easier too because you become much more efficient as you go. For the first $10,000, you probably faced a steep learning curve, making mistakes, adjusting strategies, and figuring out what works for your business or investment. Now you know exactly where to focus your efforts. You better understand the market you are operating in, and you have a clearer vision of the challenges and opportunities lie ahead. This newfound efficiency means you can make faster, more accurate decisions, avoiding the mistakes that slowed you down in the first place, better taking advantage of opportunities arise. This efficiency translates into much more fluid and accelerated progress. While the first $10,000 required a lot of sweat, dedication, and maybe even a few tears, the next $90,000 can come significantly faster and less stressful. You already have the experience, strategy, and knowledge necessary to replicate and scale what has already worked. Plus, with increased confidence and resources, you'll feel more empowered to take calculated risks, can lead to even greater returns. In other words, you become a well-calibrated machine, capable of generating consistent, scalable results with less effort than before. And that, in the end, is what makes the journey to $100,000 not only possible, but also predictable, as long as you continue to apply what you learn and adapt your strategies as needed. I hope you now have a clear vision of how overcoming the first $10,000 barrier can be transformative. This is the inflection point where many things begin to change, not only in financial terms, but also in the way you view the process of creating wealth. Starting with a specific niche market and leveraging the power of digital platforms to reach your initial goal of $10,000 is a smart strategy. But it's just the beginning. The real magic happens when you start applying these same strategies in a scalable way to reach even greater heights. Strategically reinvesting and automating your processes are crucial steps to facilitating growth to $100,000. What's most interesting is that this growth cycle can be repeated at successive levels. As you reach $100,000, the strategies that have worked for you so far not only remain valid, but they also become even more powerful. The same principle of reinvestment, automation, and scalability that took you from $10,000 to $100,000 can be applied to take you from $100,000 to $1 million, or even from $1 million to $10 million. The difference is that, as you progress, the resources at your disposal increase, as do the opportunities that arise. Each new level reached brings with it new challenges, but also greater potential for growth. For example, if at the beginning you focused on a niche market to reach $10,000, when you reach $100,000, you can start to expand into new markets, diversify your line of products or services, or even explore new areas of business that complement and strengthen what you have already built. The ability to identify and take advantage of these opportunities is what differentiates those who can scale their success exponentially. And as you automate more processes and delegate operational tasks, you gain more time to focus on high-impact growth strategy, like strategic partnerships, geographic expansion, or even developing innovations that can disrupt your market. The most interesting thing is that this process not only transforms your bank account, but also your mindset. With each barrier you break, whether from $10,000 to $100,000, from $100,000 to $1 million, or from $1 million to $10 million, you are training your mind to think more expansively and strategically. You begin to see what previously seemed impossible as something achievable, and this change in mentality is essential to continue advancing at increasingly higher level. When you realize that the same strategies that led you to a certain success can be adapted and expanded to achieve even greater goals, your confidence and determination strengthen, creating a positive cycle of growth and achievement. If you apply these strategies consistently and are willing to continually adjust and improve your approach, you will see how your financial life can radically change, not just from 10K to 100K, from 100K to 1M, and from 1M to 10 million. Each new financial milestone reached brings a new wave of opportunities and challenges, but with the right mindset and strategies, you can continue to scale these heights successfully. Remember, the wealth creation process is cumulative and exponential. What you build today not only sets the stage for the next level, but also makes each new achievement easier and faster to achieve. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button so you don't miss out on other content that will help you thrive financially. Your support is crucial for encouraging me to keep producing more. Thank you very much.